a wild show. There was 6 title matches, 7 matches in general. It led off with Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship.
Great
We'll
match.
talk about the betrayal, Dominik's betrayal in detail when we get to it. But overall, great way to kick off the show. And when Rhea Ripley is now like one of the biggest baby faces in the entire company coming off of that angle. So hell of a way to kick off the show, but Liv Morgan retains as
I
we
thought
both
Liv
predicted.
Morgan held up her own. We're not going to talk about Liv Morgan too much in a little bit here. We're going to talk more of the Judgment Day side. I thought Liv Morgan held up her own in this match. I was really happy for her.
Yeah, she's I didn't think she was going to get another chance at being champion. You remember she won the SmackDown Women's Championship and had that rivalry with Ronda Rousey, and I thought that was it. She got another chance, and she's running with it. She's doing a great job. All right, let's move on to the second match of the night. It was the Intercontinental Championship match. Sami Zayn defended against Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker should have won the title at Money in the Bank. He demolished Zayn. Zayn got in about 2 moves of offense, and then Breaker just killed him, which is what should have happened at Money in the Bank, but I'm glad they did it here. And I hope he holds that title for like a year, like Gunther did, for over a year. Almost 2 years. But yeah, it was a good match, but it should have happened last month. That's all I have to say about that. Anything about Breaker winning the title?
Nope. I was bored to death. I barely watched it. Knew it was going to happen. Sorry. Keep going.
The next match, this is one of my favorite matches of the night, even though I can't stand one of the people involved. Logan Paul defended his United States Championship against LA Knight. Logan Paul hit an unbelievable springboard moonsault during this match that I've never seen. He already said on his podcast with The Undertaker he's never going to do that move again because of how dangerous it was. But this match was unbelievable, in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. LA Knight, speaking of holding his own, you wouldn't think the veteran would have to hold his own against a new guy, but Logan Paul is that athletic. LA Knight kept up with him. He did an awesome elbow, jumping up from the middle rope to the top rope into an elbow drop during the match. Withstood Machine Gun Kelly's brass knuckles shot, whatever that bullshit was. Mr. Cleveland was Machine Gun Kelly, as we talked about last week. LA Knight withstood it and hit the blunt force trauma, finally capturing his first title in WWE in his 40s. He deserves it. He's had a long ass road to get here, and he deserved this title win. And I really enjoyed this match.
Nah, good for LA Knight, man. I just hate Logan Paul so much. He's only made himself worse over the past few weeks. If you haven't been paying attention to what he's been saying, that's your own prerogative. But even add on to the fact that he's suing a man on the internet because he exposed the Crypto Zoo scam. The guy's I can't say these words on YouTube how I truly feel about him. But again, can't take away from his wrestling ability. That was an excellent match.
And if you want to get into the ugly side of the business, that's why he's doing a suing storyline with LA Knight to bury that shit that he's actually getting sued for. So that's why I don't like him even more. He's a scumbag. Moving on. The WWE Women's Championship match. Bayley versus Nia Jax. Everybody's worst nightmare came true.
I picked it right, Bob. I picked it right. I had it right on the money, baby.
But one thing Nia Jax won the title, but one thing that's positive out of this, we all know now that Tiffany Stratton's winning that title within the next few months. That's the storyline. She's friends with Nia Jax. How they're going to do the betrayal. Is Stratton going to be the heel or the babyface? We'll see. I'm not really that invested in the storyline. I just want to get to Tiffany Stratton as champion, but this was the worst match of the night, easily.
Yeah, I will say I was very impressed with Bayley doing the powerbomb of Nia Jax. That was really impressive. Feat of strength moment. But as you said, with the next few months, we kind of know what's going to happen. It's going to be the longest few months that title reign's ever had.
I agree. And then we get to the most anticipated, I think, match of the night, Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk with Seth Rollins as a special guest referee. Rollins, for some reason, decided to put the bracelet on his wrist. CM Punk threw a temper tantrum, cost himself the match. Punk hit Rollins with the GTS, turned around into a Claymore for McIntyre. 1, 2, 3. I thought this match was fine. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It was fine. It pushed it forward. And then with rumors and leaks that Bad Blood is Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk, Hell in a Cell main event in October, I'm fine. These guys can fight in a backyard in Illinois, and I'm tuning in. You know what I mean? Like these guys, this feud can last forever. Seth Rollins obviously got ridden off TV with the attack by Bronson Reed on Raw. I think Rollins is still injured somehow. I think they're just really babying him, but yeah, the Punk looked good in his return to the ring. It was a quick match. It was kind of a lot of talking, a lot of stalling, a lot of killing time. These guys aren't healthy yet, but it was fine for what it was. That was my review of that match. Then the right person won, and Drew McIntyre. The right person won.
Yeah, the babyface. If you were into that feud, then you were into this match and you enjoyed it. If you
Yeah,
weren't into this feud, then you probably didn't enjoy this match. Again, as you said, it was fine.
yeah.
It was just fine, and I think that's all we're getting out of CM Punk these days. Next one.
Yeah, and I mean, not, exceptional in terms of storytelling and drawing money. Fine in the ring. But moving on. Gunther faced Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight
Best
title.
match
This
of
is,
the night.
yeah. Oh, well, I don't know. We'll
I think
see.
it was the best match of the night. I really
Uh,
enjoyed what these two guys did. As you
yeah,
said, it built, we'll talk about Judgment Day in a second. It built
yeah,
Damian Priest to a level that we have not seen in a long, long time. I
yeah,
really enjoyed the Finn Balor angle. I really enjoyed Gunther beating the shit out of people, and I'm happy Gunther's champion. I thought it was the best match of the night.
yeah. The only one thing I didn't like about it is like Gunther like needed someone to help him to win, like that little
Sure,
thing. Like, but
but it kind of
he's
protects Priest in a way too, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was overall it was very good, and we'll talk about the Judgment Day betrayal and some more about Damian Priest later. But after that, we got the main event.
Yeah, and let's
Cody
hold off
Rhodes.
on that because
Okay,
we're going to talk about the main event in a whole when it comes to the main card of this show. But that's I want to save that for something special at the end because it deserves it. Not Solo Sikoa, but the other part of it deserves
yeah.
it.
We'll just
But
I'll just
overall, out of all these
yeah.
matches,
Cody
these 7
Rhodes.
matches, so many title changes, Bob.
Yeah.
SummerSlam, rate it. How did you feel about it? Did you enjoy yourself? Did you not enjoy yourself?
Oh, I thought it was a very good show overall. I enjoyed it through and through. I thought it just the whole show. I was never bored, and that's the best thing you can say. Even during the Jax versus Bailey match, I wasn't really that bored. I just, the match sucked, but overall, the entire show was great, in my
Yeah.
opinion. What did you think of it?
No, I enjoyed myself too. There were some matches I would like to have back, but I did enjoy myself. It was a very WWE pay-per-view. A lot of storytelling, a lot of soap opera drama, but again, it paid off a lot of storylines that we were expecting to pay off, and I definitely enjoyed myself and enjoyed my time. But that's it for our SummerSlam review, and who knows what's next? Bad Blood, all the other pay-per-views we have coming down the line, the premium live events, but that's it for SummerSlam.